Good evening. I am going to give my monthly recap for January and talk a little bit about what February is going to look like for me. I just really want to reflect. It was an interesting month. It was a good month. It was a trying month. Life was lifing, and I was still able to get through what I needed to get through. I had one loss in hard shares, one loss in options. Even with the loss that I had in my hard shares, I was still able to make sure that I met my goal for my cushion account, which is great. That cushion account is what's going to get me closer to freedom. May 1st, 2026, on or before. That's my goal. That's what I'm working towards. I am going to continue the things that I know I'm going to continue for next month. I gotta look at my notes. I'm definitely going to stick with my 20%, no, 30%. I'm sticking with my 30% for powder in my trading account. So that I'm going to continue to do that when I trade every day. I'm going to continue one hard share trade, one option trade. I'm going to keep my options at 1 to 3 contracts only. I'm going to stick to that. It doesn't like give a whole lot, but it just lets me still dabble in options because I do like to trade options. One thing I'm going to do differently is when it comes to my losses, I recognize because of the greedy part of me that I take a lot of risk. Like I could take a lot of risk. And I need to not do that. Like I was allowing myself to be like, hey, okay, 40%, 50%. I'm okay with losing 40 or 50% of a trade. But that's a lot. And especially because I will sometimes average down. And that's more money that I'm putting at risk. And I need to be more mindful. So I'm going to try a dollar amount instead of like going with the percentage. So I'm just going to say, like, hey, 30% of my powder, but I'm only going to use like, I don't know, I'm only willing to lose like $500 or whatever the dollar amount is. I'm going to figure that out once I start trading on Monday. But that'll be one thing that I know I'm going to do different just because I know I can allow myself to push out there because I'm like percentage. So, okay, well, it's only 30, so I can go to 40. Oh, I could go to 50. But I'm going to see if putting myself in that mindset with the dollar amount might help me. Um, One thing as well that I am going to do, well, it's not going to be different, but I'm just going to continue. I had my conversation with my coach, my brother James. We were chatting with each other over Messenger, and I was letting him know, hey, I hit my cushion for the month. And he had told me, he said, I want you to continue to trade pennies. Because I trade pennies. That's what I do. And you can trade pennies even using the DOTC system. And I do trade the pennies. And he told me, I want you to keep trading pennies at this time. Just keep trading. And my whole goal has been, I don't want to trade pennies forever. I just don't want to do it for long periods of time because I want to have that safety and security of good companies, like trading good companies. There's a benefit to trading good companies, and I want to be able to get to that space. But I am a professional trader, and I know how to trade. I'm DOTC. I could trade anything. And he told me, I just want you to continue to trade pennies. So I'm going to continue to trade pennies for the rest of the year. I'm just going to finish out 2025 with the pennies, and then I'll head back to the good companies in 2026 based on the information that he provided to me and the directive. I am a soldier, and I was given a directive, and that is the directive I have to follow. It's not necessarily what I wanted to do, not what I thought I would, hear from him, but we have to be able to listen. You got to be able to listen because he knows he's free and he's going to help me to get to where I need to get to as long as I stay focused. Trading is easy. It is your emotions that'll mess you up. And just like if you let life get a hold of you, it'll mess you up. It was a trying month for me and my husband. The loss of his father, my father-in-law, that was tough for us. But we were still able to get through life, to live through life, and to work through our emotions to make sure that we still got our trades in. And we did do that. Really proud of us for making sure that we were able to do that. And life be lifing. So we were able to deal with life and got through what we needed to. And it's that focus, having the mastermind, understanding that focus, putting our blinders on and running our race and staying within our guardrails no matter what, because the ups and downs of life are still going to happen. You got to be able to deal with that. You got to be able to push forward. I look at what my cushion, like when I'm looking at the goals of my cushion, because I compound every month, putting 50% more in every month from the balance, and numbers start to get really interesting in like July, August, and just thinking about it, it makes me a little nervous, but I get excited too because it's like this is like really it's gonna happen. Like I know I'm gonna be free. I know it. I know it. I know it. I'm gonna keep that May 1st, 2026 in my head because I know I'm gonna be free and it's gonna happen. And just staying focused, staying persistent, staying determined, just get up every day and get the win. It's not even about like the dollar amount I get on a trade, it's just get the win. And Brother James said something today, or no, he didn't say it today. I was listening to one of our lives that I wasn't able to attend from a couple of days ago, and he had mentioned, I'm going to paraphrase it, the markets will will basically feed you money, and you got to take it when it feeds it to you. Because if you don't, then you're going to lose out. And that's another quote I might have to put that one on my phone next. I might have to do that one as a screenshot. Maybe I'll put it on my iPad as a screenshot. But he's absolutely correct. Like it's not about the amount, it's just the win. And the market will feed you that opportunity and you gotta take it when it gives it to you. And I'm keeping that in the forefront of my mind as well, because that's all I need to do. And staying focused. I am a very proactive, regimented person. I'm very anal retentive. I'm just gonna everything, my notes, all of that. But I still recognize that maintaining that, hey, just get up every day, do what I need to do, get up every day. It's clinical. It's taking care of these patients like I used to do when I was, nursing in hospitals and doctors' offices and all that stuff. It's just execute, execute, get up every day and do the same thing. It is the monotony of it, but it's get up every day and do it. And I'm going to make it happen. My husband is going to make it happen. My son is going to make it happen. We're going to teach our daughter how to trade. We are going to transform the legacy for our family. And I get really excited about that. And just living it is wild. I just look forward to everything that's going to come. So that's it. I'll be back on Monday, ready to trade for February. So I'm getting ready to head into my weekend. Everybody enjoy.